To the here. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. There are two Sanjuktas joining always. One is my son Ridan, so I have to just rename him before I start. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, how was your weekend?
এই চলছে ফ্ল্যাট তেমন কিছু না
Flat.
অ্যাবিকে ক্রাফটে হেল্প করা আর আমার ক্লিনিং প্রজেক্ট
I saw
Abby ke
something
help.
else. I saw something else in Facebook, Anindita Di.
ও ওটা শুধু ফেসবুকের জন্য ওটা শুধু ফেসবুকের জন্য
কি দরকার ছিল তাহলে?
কোথাও একটা অ্যাক্টিভিটি হোক সবটা তো ফ্ল্যাট হলে হয়
1 second.
Okay, anyway, congratulations.
থ্যাংক ইউ
Mm, nice.
How was your all Valentine's Day? How did it go? Sonia,
Fantastic.
what did you do for your wife?
Very flat.
After 12 years, I'm after 12 years, I'm very tired, so I'm trying to do something else.
Okay. My Valentine's Day, actually, Mr. Pannalal Ghosh, he tried to do something, but he got flat.
Okay.
He he knows I like this Nolen Gur Rasgulla,
Yeah.
and like chop I don't like, but he knows I like Nolen Gur Rasgulla. So he brought the chop on a Friday, and Fridays are the days when I do fasting. So मेरा मेरा वैलेंटाइंस डे वहीं पे आके बोला मैं इतना कुछ लाया तुम कुछ खाओगी नहीं. So
Ultimately, he bought all these stuffs for himself.
he himself and my parents are there, so they all had
Parents.
their Valentine's Day. I was empty stomach for the whole day. Okay, so yes, thank you very much everybody for joining. So Nipa will be introducing today. So we needed this like boost, because at least we are doing the weekdays meditation since I think 5 6 days we have again started, but after a long gap we are starting. So Nipa will be really warming you up. Yes, Nipa, over to you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hope you all are doing well and welcome to our Sunday study session. So it's so wonderful to see all of you here today. And as we saw that today's topic is about don't make assumptions. So assumption is what? It's like story that we create in our mind about what other think and feel about us and or why they act in a certain way. That's assumption actually, but sadly, the thing is that it's not true. It's a story that we create in our mind. So this can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and unnecessary stress in our life. So when we let go of assumption, we open ourselves to clarity, understanding, and deeper connection with others. So yeah, that's my little understanding on this topic. And now Sanjukta Didi will guide us deeper into this the learnings.
Absolutely correct, Nipa. Nipa, even without reading it and listening to my lecture, she has already given the lecture.
No, I just
So,
prepare myself a little bit so that everyone I can give some insights on this
Lovely,
topic to
lovely.
everyone.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And
Yeah,
also
you are
today's
welcome, Didi.
topic is light, because don't make
Yeah,
assumption is not a very big topic. The last two agreements, this is the third agreement. The
okay.
the last two agreement were very big, and we have actually they are the most important, and that's why we understood everything in depth. Today we will focus more on actually a little bit of study more on so many experiences we have today,
Yeah,
and we will focus more on experiences, more on question answer, more on dialogue, and then we will go on to meditation. Maybe I wanted to take also the topic of gratitude, but I thought it is too much. Maybe I will do a recording of gratitude, and whoever doesn't join today can listen to the recording tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Nipa.
Yeah, thank you, Didi.
Yeah, I will. Yes. So we are studying the third agreement. Okay. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. So we remember what was the first agreement? Be impeccable with your words, right? What was the second agreement?
Domestication.
Don't take things personally. Domestication was
Okay.
the understanding. It was an introduction
Okay.
that
Yeah.
what happens. It is thank you so much, Nipa, because when we interact, it becomes clear for everybody else as well. So the domestication was to understand that what we do to ourselves, even the thoughts and everything, whatever is going in our mind, and we think it is so personal and it is so real, they are nothing but they are an accumulation of agreements that we made from childhood and also from past life. And based on that, we do a lot of things which makes, brings harm to us. Yeah. So one is be impeccable with your words. First was the agreement we made, to be very careful with words, no gossiping and all these things. Second is don't take things personally, because everybody is coming with their own baggage. If somebody is hurting you, somebody has, there are so many kinds of people in the world you will find, and it's very, that's why I always train you, one day we were talking, I think there was Anandita and Komolik. I said, don't wear an orange robe, become a good human being inside. That is the mantra of this organization. This organization is not meant to act, you fake yourself to look like a good human being, but in word you are really, you yourself are a confused person. So we don't want that. Whatever I am, see, I am also so many filled with flaws. I'm just a teacher, I'm learning along with you. So this is what I am. I have, let's open up and trust. So second is that, be impeccable with your words and don't take things personally. So we will not take things personally. We will also, if somebody, we think that, oh my God, this such nice person, such good person has said this to me. And no, even that good person has also a lot of flaws for which that person will behave. That also has nothing to do with you. So don't take anything personally. The third point is don't make assumptions. Okay, friends, why do we make assumptions? Why do you think that we make assumptions? What do you think? Yes, Nipa, or anybody else? Why do we make assumptions? We make assumptions, right? We don't like uncertainties in life. Okay, we don't like to to be in, anything which is dark. We want to, it doesn't makes us feel safe, right? Uncertainty doesn't make us feel safe. So instead of uncertainty, what we will do is that we need some explanation, and that explanation, whether it is right or wrong, doesn't matter. At least my brain will get some peace, some safety. So let me make an assumption. Okay, this comes from this part. Also, it comes from agreement as well, you know. So from childhood agreement, we make so many agreements. One of the agreement is that we should not ask question. If you remember, we uh, today only we went for a breakfast outside. Whole family we went for a morning breakfast, and on the way in the car, Ridan was asking a lot of questions. And my mother said that, I remember, children in this age, they ask a lot of questions. Nowadays, we see that when children ask question, the parents answer. Thoda bahut we have evolved. But, if you see the last century, इतना क्यों क्वेश्चन पूछना है, इतना क्वेश्चन करने का क्या जरूरत है? क्या हर चीज में क्वेश्चन मत पूछो, बड़ों के आप सामने मुंह मत खोलो जब बड़े बात कर रहे हैं. when adults are talking, the kids should not speak, right? This is what we were told. So from there, a child got an agreement that it is not right to ask question. So instead of asking question, the child starts making assumption, because उसको वो he or she has grown with that. He or she also has grown with an assumption that के मैं जिससे प्यार करती हूँ या करता हूँ उसको तो सब कुछ पता होगा कि मुझे क्या चाहिए. My mother and father should know everything, or my husband or my partner should know everything what I want. But in reality, it is not true, right? It is, how will they know? They are also coming from a background, from past life and everything. They have their own agreements. They are growing with one kind of expectation. We are growing with one kind of expectation. So I cannot assume that they should, if they love me, they should know everything, what I want, what I don't want. And उससे क्या होता है? Again, assumption. कि तुमको तो पता ही होना. You should have, an husband and wife, right? You should have assumed that this is what I want, this is what I like. But instead of that, can I just not openly tell the person that this is what I really like? This is the reason why this is so important to me. Okay, I'll give you an example. Men are even more, they keep quiet and they don't give explanation. I gave this example to Komolika, Minakshi some days back. That Panna gets a lot of, he gets really fidgety and anxious when there is fire around. And when I was in Copenhagen, I love to light candles because they give me a good feel, and I meditate around candles. I used to do all these things. And Panna is the total opposite. Okay, he is a very anxious person in when it comes to fire and candles. And you should have, if you have come to that room, you should put the lights off, the candle off in that room. This is what, and it used to irritate me so much. I said, let me be. Why are you bothering me? And sometimes I'm also very, it's true, I'm so much sometimes into the divine and into the emptiness that sometimes मैं कभी कभी that's what Osho said, that people who are enlightened, they are not very उनको तुम बहुत ज्यादा perfect person नहीं देखोगे. Sometimes they are the most, they will do things very slowly because they are in that divine state. They want to feel the state. So sometimes they might look like they are not very efficient people. They do things slowly and everything. So I'm like that. I go with the flow and everything. So one fine day I put the candle. I went to a party, and and after reaching the friend's house, I remembered I had a doubt that maybe I did not put the candle off. It was a tea light candle. It would have been off in its own, gone off on its own. But Panda panicked so much, and he went to my house, and he saw that it was already off. It was just my doubt, and he came back and he was shouting, and he was really angry on me. Okay. So I used to get very upset with his behavior. Okay, छोटा इतने candle ही तो है, इसमें इतना क्यों है, and then when I connected, he doesn't say, but then I made an assumption that ये छोटे छोटे चीजों में इतना बड़ा कुछ बना देता है and everything. छोटा चीज है, इसमें भी इतना हल्ला गुल्ला करने का क्यों है? But when I connected, I remembered that during childhood, his father's shop caught fire and the whole shop got burned. He has a trauma from that childhood. He has a fear from that childhood. And he has a fear of understanding that fire is very scary. Okay. So he never cleared out to me. Thankfully, I used to make assumptions. And then one fine day it connected. And then after that, I no longer, get upset or really, get irritated. Why is he behaving? I really feel very compassion for Panna, thinking that, oh dear, he has this trauma and that's why he's so scared. So they call friends, it creates so much of confusion. If Panna would have just told me, sometimes maybe he also doesn't know why he's behaving like that. Thankfully, I understood because I'm a therapist. I wanted to connect the dots and I got it. So if he would have just told me, that, see, I'm very scared of fire because my father's, shop got burned because of this, then I would not have made assumptions, got irritated and frustrated on this behavior of fire. Okay. So see, just this small example, how assumptions, when we make assumption, it creates our life so much worse, especially with husband and wife, we create, and also with, mother-in-law, she's growing with one kind of thing. I'm growing with one kind. All the time we are making assumptions. See, she is doing this to me. She is doing that to me. And it talks about that, because we don't have the habit of asking question. from childhood we had an agreement that you should not ask question. एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन पूछ लो, उसी में सोल्यूशन हो जाता है, लेकिन हम क्वेश्चन ही नहीं पूछ, तुम ऐसा बिहेव क्या हुआ मम्मी जी, my mother-in-law, tell me, where did I make mistake? Why is it creating that kind of anger in you? Can I not ask the question directly? And not just with friends. Sometimes something happens, you'll suddenly see friends stop talking. One friend is trying to ask कि क्या हुआ, मैंने क्या कर दिया, what did I do, tell me, and the other person just snaps and stops talking and doesn't even give any explanation to the other friend. So much of problem comes when we make, and then when you would have spoken, you would have seen, sometimes what happens, that a friend you call, and the friend, sometimes she does not speak to you nicely and she keeps the phone, okay, and you make an assumption that, okay, the friend doesn't like me, I think she knows something about me, she got to know something about me and everything, and that's why she doesn't like me. See, she always, and then from that you will make a lot of assumption, I am not good enough, I think nobody loves, then again a full conclusion that nobody loves me, nobody wants to become my friend. So much of assumption comes from just one call where the friend was not very in her good state. She was. Later, if you really are good in asking questions instead of making assumption, you ask, what is the reason? Why did you behave like this? Instead of, and also there is this book called Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Okay, very good book. You should read the book, Nonviolent Communication, where he talks about that, हम कभी किसी को पूछते भी है ना question, कभी हम, the question also should be asked very correctly. Sometimes the question is like a charge. You did this to me. Why did you did this? It's a question, but it feels like a charge. Why did you do this to me? Okay. So then what happens is that at the end of the day, the person feels, again, the person now feels he has to defend himself. So he also fights back. So Marshall Rosenberg gives a very good example that if something happened, you tell him, this is, when this happened, he says that don't make judgments when you tell, you are this, you always behave like this to me. A husband and wife, we do that, right? You always behave like this to me, or with mother-in-law, or with mama or papa, with whom we have history from childhood. We always say, तुम हमेशा ऐसे करते हो, तुमने फिर से ऐसे किया, okay, तुमने ऐसे फिर से क्यों ऐसे किया. Then it is, even if it is a question, it is not a positive question which is going to bring answer. So the real way of asking question is of just giving observation. Let's see, when you just in plain observation. Scientific experiment में क्या होता है, हम hard facts बोलते हैं, हम कोई judgments नहीं देते हैं, right? हम hard facts बोलते हैं कि this is what happened, and when I spoke this to you, you told me these lines. I'm very confused. Why did you use these lines? Could you please explain to me why did you use these lines? It was an observation, right? You are not bringing any judgment or observation or any preconceived beliefs of that. Oh, मेरा ये तो मेरा मम्मी तो पापा तो हमेशा ऐसे ही बात करता है, तो फिर से ऐसे बात किया. So then the other person will also feel that the heard and would want to answer. Marshall Rosenberg has solved so many issues with that. Marshall Rosenberg, once he was called in a school where all the teachers were really fed up with the headmaster, and all the teachers, when he asked कि क्या हुआ तुमको, उससे क्यों problem है, to become the middle person to solve the issues. So he went there. He's a big researcher. He has solved even problems between countries, Marshall Rosenberg, with his experiment of this. That, just have a dialogue, non-violent communication, no judgments, just asking question, and also explaining that, when you did this, I really felt hurt. It really gave me a lot of pain. Truth. No extra artificial, तुम तो हमेशा ऐसे ही करते हो, तुम तो ऐसे ही हो. No, just truth, observation. So he said, when we talk in this way, without making assumptions and asking questions, our life gets very easy. So this experiment was done by Marshall Rosenberg, where he has done multiple. You should go back and read his books, and one is this headmaster, and they were, when he asked them, he said, "Ke what, what is the problem with this principal?" They said, "अरे वो तो हमेशा इतना बकबक करता है, इतना ये है, ये तो यही है." Okay. है, तो and then Marshall Rosenberg बोला, "नहीं, sorry, I'm not looking for this answer. what what is the real problem? What have you observed?" फिर से वो, अरे उसको तुम टाइम दो तो वो अपने बारे में ही बोस्ट करेगा. He's so arrogant, he's so this, वो था, he will always keep boasting about his life, his story, his and everything. Again he said, "Stop, I'm not asking judgments, I'm asking about observation." And then he said, "Tell me just the observation, कि तुमको प्रॉब्लम किससे हो रही है, किस चीज से प्रॉब्लम हो रही है." He said, "Ke in the class, when he comes for a meeting, where all teachers meeting and all the principal and the teachers meeting, he keeps talking so much that he overshoots the time, and it's a waste of our time." Okay. And I said, this is observation, this is the truth. Can you just convey this in a very in a very non-violent way, कि आप जब थोड़ा बहुत लंबा हो, ऐसा भी नहीं कि ये बहुत बात करता है, बहुत टॉकेटिव है. Again, it is in judgment. When you are talking, this is what is happening, and this is why we waste a lot of time. So next time when they set for this discussion, and Rosenberg sat in between, he was able to solve. And when they were able to speak it in this way, the principal was able to also understand from where he was going wrong. Okay, because this time he was not judged, right? He was just told facts, कि देखो ये प्रॉब्लम है, हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं. So this is how, when we have a very non-violent communication, I have picked it because it is so connected to this don't make assumption factor, right? So it talks about so there is another story. This is the story of one of the president that from first organization that I belong, the president of that organization. This is a real story where assumptions can create war, because we are so scared of asking question, or just fear to even hear the answer, कि assumption is much more safer. So there is this story where China and Russia were preparing for war. It's a true story, friends. It is not a false story. Okay, I've read that reality big that it's a history. China and Russia were preparing for war against each other. Okay, and there was a cold war happening between both the countries. And what happened is, this president, this one of this guru, this mentor of mine, he went to China and asked, why are you preparing for war? Why are you preparing for all these things? They said that we are not preparing for war. We have a fear that Russia might attack us, and that's why we are preparing for war. Okay. And okay, he heard this answer, and he went to Russia, and he asked the same question. Ask. When you ask, you will get answers. He asked the same question to Russia, and he said, why? Why are you preparing for war against China? And they also said, see, we don't want. Who wants war? Nobody wants war. But we have the fear that China might attack us. So when he heard this story, he was able to convey to both the countries that both of you are in assumption that they are going to attack, but they are not going to attack. They are just scared that the other party is going to attack, and that's why they are preparing themselves. And by doing this, he was able to stop this huge war that was going to happen between Russia and China. So see, imagine the kind of assumption can create, the warlike situation can be created just by creating all these assumptions. Okay. And they're nothing but they are like they are also like Maya, right? So gossip, and also gossip is so easy to do. We make gossips We create gossips, we enjoy gossip, we and we have heard last time, being impeccable with our words, how gossip can drain our energy. So it is easy to gossip than to make assumption. Another example I've already shared long back is a group of friends where I became a target because I spoke up, because these people were gossiping against a lady, and that and about, and not just a lady, and so many things, that the lady might be having affair, that's why she's going through divorce and all these things, and it was really taking a toll on my nerves. And I think how deep a person, some people can come together. And gossiping is also nothing but assumption. गॉसिपिंग क्या है? assumption कर रहे हैं, राइट? ट्रूथ है, हमको सही में पता है पूरा डीपली। कोई भी चीज अगर किसी के मुंह से भी सुनो ना, वो भी दैट पर्सन इज कमिंग विथ हिज और हर एग्रीमेंट, दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन नॉट बिलीव एवरीथिंग. Gossiping is nothing but an assumption. Okay. Then again, this beautiful story that talks about that what we do is right, as for example, मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले भी बोला ना, even in relationship, अब now it comes to the part of relationship. बहुत many people ना, they're very insecure. Okay. They're very insecure with their own self love. They don't love themselves. Okay. These people, they also have a tendency to use others just to feed their ego. Okay. They like that, oh my god, they like the fact, they like to be celebrities, they like the fact that people are giving them so much of attention and everything. Because these people, they have this, in deep down, actually, if you see celebrities, deep down, these people have a, not everybody I'm talking about, then again, it is a judgment, but I'm saying that we know, with no judgments, you will see most of the people, not just celebrities, many people have this tendency, they don't have self-love. So that's why what they want is that others should love me, like me. Okay. And especially when it is an opposite sex relationship, you have to be very, here also it is talking about the same in this book, that koi aapko has ke smile kar diya, because some people, they have this tendency to flirt. Okay. Because through that, they will sometimes they will also put you on the top, and they will tell you, oh my god, you are handsome, or you are beautiful, or do whatever they do. They do it in they have their own reason. But from that, what you will do, you will make an assumption. छोटा सा एक स्माइल क्या दे दिया, और तुमको क्या बोल दिया, और तुमको इम्पोर्टेंस दे दिया, तुम वहां से ना, अगर if you are innocent or you will not understand, you will start making assumption, thinking that, oh, this person loves me. And then from there, you'll make an assumption, you'll start dreaming that, okay, this person and you will live a life happy together. But in reality, what happens is, it is nothing but that person is feeding his ego. So, or we have to be always careful with what assumption we are making just through a smile. Somebody smile or somebody does anything. Good evening, Lena. After a long time, seen you after a long time. So, yes. So, that's how we make assumption. Okay. Even a husband and wife now, it is saying that when we marry with the assumption that the husband should know everything, what the wife likes, what the wife does not like, because he loves you. And the wife should know whatever the husband likes, does not like, because she loves you. But that is not true, because both of them, they also have a different expectation. Even marriage, when marriage people come together, even in marriage, people have different expectation from each other. They don't have same kind of expectation. Okay. So again, to make an assumption, तो तुमको पता ही होना चाहिए मुझे क्या अच्छा लगता है, मुझे क्या नहीं अच्छा लगता है. This also creates a lot of problem in our life. Instead of that, like I'll give you an example. This is also a very funny story, that on my first birthday, okay, I was on my first birthday, I was so excited that Panna, and my first birthday with, after marriage with Panna. And uh, I, mm, I was like, I was sleeping. I was faking myself to sleep, thinking that he is going to surprise me. And I know something is going to happen. And in reality, it happened at 12 o'clock. Cake came, and there was another cousin of brother of mine there. both of them came with the cake and they wished me, and I was in cloud nine thinking, wow, what an amazing birthday. It has started with that, my first birthday. And that was cake cutting, and that's all. And then I thought next day तो इससे भी बड़ा कुछ होने वाला है, मेरा first birthday after my wedding. Nothing happened. In the morning I saw him, he's getting ready going for his office. He came and I was again waiting for him. One of my auntie was there, and I told her that I want to go to this temple with him, and I thought maybe he'll take me out for dinner or something. Nothing happened. Okay. And 8 o'clock he comes home, he changes his dress and he sits. And the auntie asks that, what happened? You are not taking her out anywhere? He said, oh, do I need to take her out? Okay, okay. Then he said, get ready, let's go. So by that time, I was furious, frustrated, and I felt like killing him. I was so upset with this man. I said, किसको शादी कर लिया, उसको पता भी नहीं कि बर्थडे कैसे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. Okay. And I cried the whole night. That whole night I cried, thinking कि इसको पता भी नहीं कि वाइफ को कैसे स्पेशल फील कराते हैं. But see, again, it was wrong from my part. He comes from a very humble family. It was his mother had 5 kids. They never even celebrated birthday in their family. Their mother never celebrated birthday in their family. Nothing big happened. In my family, birthday is a very big thing. But in his family, birthday is not a big thing. So when you relate, you can understand that he has come from one background. I have come from another background. And I assume that he knows how birthday should be celebrated, how it should be made special for somebody. And that ruined my night. Whole night I cried. Later, I realized this is not happening. I tell him, this is what I want for my birthday. This are the things that I want for my birthday. And after that, things became very easy. And first 2-3 साल तो ऐसा चला. उसके बाद I didn't even have to tell him, because now he knows how to make my birthday very special. He is the person who will really make my birthday special. Okay, so this is what happens, friends, when we really assume from husband and wife they should know. Please tell your husband what you want. Please tell your wife what you want. Or ask a question to each other. What is it that you like? How can I make you happy? How can you feel special? Okay, instead of assuming. And then again it is talking about the same. It's talking about, it continues with the love thing. And he says that sometimes we get into love, and love is blinding, right? आप जब प्यार में पढ़ते हो, you don't want to see the negative points of that person. You only see the good points of the person, and you believe that these good points, and what happens again? An assumption. You try to have a half eye open, only see the good points, not the bad points, and that is again an assumption. Okay, and तुमको दिख रहा है उसकी negative points, but you are saying that my love is going to change him. Okay, but in reality, what is love? Love is to accept the person just the way you are. That's why it's very important. बोलते हैं कि when you accept somebody, when you fall in love with somebody, try to take the person, or try to search for the person that you exactly want, not the person you think that मेरा प्यार उसको change कर देगा, because वो कभी नहीं change होगा, because it's his character. But after a certain point, when the color glasses are over, you will start seeing his negative things, and then again you will be furious, and then again you will blame the person for being like this. तुमको पहले से ही पता था वो था, लेकिन तुम अंधी थी, तुमको नहीं दिखा. Yes, Meenakshi or Tanma, whoever is raising their hand.
What about if it's also kind of assumption, but if I feel anybody after talking with him or her completely positive, even though he or she is completely negative to me, but I feel him or her completely positive, and I attitude with them too much positive way, so that they are very positive to me. But on the other hand, after some time I feel that, okay, I feel this guy very positive, but he's not doing good to me, and he's very negative. But still, I'm thinking positive of him
Huh,
or
but
her. But it's my
you are
assumption,
not
right?
thinking. What I'm saying is that have a dialogue. Ask, a clear heart-to-heart dialogue that see somewhere deep down I feel you don't like me. What is the reason? Tell me. Have I done anything wrong? How can I improve myself? Even Marshall Rosenberg is not about then again, when you blame, the person will stop. The moment you blame the person will not open up. But when you say that, how can I work on myself? Tell me, is my any behavior of mine hurting you? What is it? Even if you say this, but deep down I feel that there is some cold war happening between us. Can you please share? So this is what this book is talking about. Learn to ask question. It's a habit. Because bachpan say, our parents were so strict. They did not allow us to ask question. Again, see, you said that I feel positive about that person. Again, here you are not asking. You're just feeling. Did you get it, Tonma? You have not
Yes,
had
yes,
a,
yes, yes.
yeah. So it is about asking question that what went wrong? Tell me.
Mm.
Okay. So and be very, this is what I feel. Instead of, and also if you blame the person, if you attack the person will shut down. So
But
nonviolent communication, that is another book you should read, where Marshall Rosenberg gives us a beautiful way of having dialogue between two people, so that the person doesn't feel attacked. He said that, how can I, any behavior of mine is hurting you? Please tell me. How can I work? See, this also has hurt me. It's not that you will also not defend. He said, see, when you did this, also like you did this and that hurt me. He said, when you, again, just observation, no judgment. So when you use those words, this word again, exact that, shut up, don't talk to me. These words were, it really hurt me. It pained me. When you are vulnerable to a person, sharing that, okay, আমাকে খুব hurt করেছে জানো তো তোমার এই word, then the other person, nobody in this world wants, deep down wants to hurt anybody. It comes from agreements, right? But when you are vulnerable, telling that, দেখো আমি খুব কষ্ট পেয়েছি এটার থেকে, আমি খুব কষ্ট পেয়েছি, there is a difference, right? তুমি আমাকে এরকম করেছো, আমি কষ্ট, তোমার জন্য আমি এরকম হয়েছি, বা তোমার এই ওয়ার্ডটা আমাকে একটু হার্ট করেছে, এরকম আমি ফিল করেছি, ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ টেল মি? This is what Marshall Rosenberg tells about shifting this communication style. Okay. So yes. So again, so here again, this I'm continuing with the same book, but again I'm connecting Marshall Rosenberg's explanation. Very beautiful book. You should read. People who have problem with relationship, they can read that book as well. How
I,
to
I have a small comment, Didi, but you are absolutely right because due to from our childhood, we taught by our parents or by our elders that don't ask question, and we were stopped in that time. But we were suffered. But personally, I am also suffering a lot in my personal life and even in my professional as well, because it's a lesson learned. So I think for me as well, I'm also trying to change this habit every day, because in my all professional life as well, if something went wrong and I don't understand, even I understand it's going wrong, I'm afraid to ask question, and it makes me a lot of give me a lot of sufferings previously. Because in that time I didn't ask question, but uh, after that time, for a long time, I thought that why I didn't ask question, and I suffered a lot for that. So yeah, so I think we need to change us from
Absolutely.
now, that
Absolutely.
we need to ask question. We need to
And
ask
and that
question and
question
don't
should
ask
not be a targeting question. It should be a humble question. There's a difference,
humble
right?
question.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
Yes.
what went wrong? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
So that makes us also very confident. It's not targeting. At the same time, it also gives us that inner strength that I will also not let anybody hurt me, right? So that's why it's a
Mm.
mutual. That I also wonder that, why did you behave like that to me? May I know? Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. Then so it says that, so that's why relationship, as I said, that we think we will change the person, and later that's why the person never changes, right? The person remains the same, and then we start blaming and making again assumptions. So बोल यहाँ पे better है पहले तो try to find the person whom exactly the person that you want, so that you never have a thought that my love is going to change you. So then you are happy with whatever you are getting. So बोल रहे कि even before getting into relationship, you should be very clear with both the partners. These are my requirements. It might look like a very official thing, but it really solves a lot of after marriage problems. Okay, this is what I require, this is what I want, these are my wishes and dreams and everything, so that both of them can say that अच्छा बहुत extent तक हम match करते हैं, हमारे requirements match करते हैं. Okay, so this is I think, yeah, I think we are almost done. So yeah, it is again telling that if someone after marriage feels that they have to change, that means they don't love you the way you are, right? They want to love you the way you will become in future. So then that is not true love. It is talking about the same thing. Then how do we change it? Okay. First, let's hear if I'll just read some lines and then I will talk about it. So if you don't understand, ask. Have the courage to ask question until you are clear as you can be. And even then, do not assume you know all there is to know about a given situation. यहाँ पे बोल रहे आंसर मिलने के बाद भी तुमको you should not be confident that you know everything. There also will be certain things that you will not know. Don't make assumptions. Sometimes what happens, we have a habit कि answer मिलने के बाद भी हम assume करते हैं. We ask somebody and from that answer also we try to assume. When somebody answers, from that also we assume. When somebody does not answer, from that also we assume. So we should stop this habit of assuming. Okay? Everybody has the right to tell you no. And when you will ask, don't be scared. Here also it's very important that now we are learning this new technique that I will ask. Okay? So don't be upset when somebody says, no, it is very personal. I don't want to answer this to you. So it is that person's right to say no or yes or no. But I also have the right to ask question, right? So I should not be scared के उसने मुझे मना कर दिया, आंसर नहीं देगा तो नेक्स्ट टाइम से मैं पूछूंगी ही नहीं, बंद कर दूंगी. Again, it comes from the childhood habit. No, even if it is that person's right to keep silent, let him. But whenever I feel that I'm trying to make assumption, I will stop myself and I will immediately ask question. Okay, so then it becomes clear. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly, free of emotional pain. Without making assumption, your world becomes impeccable. We give so much of emotional pain to मुझे ऐसा बोल दिया, कर दिया, and उसको हम कितना कुछ छोटा सा बात, phone नहीं पकड़ा, किसी ने somebody just did not pick up the phone. From there, you will see your whole day gets ruined, especially with women. We are so emotional. किसी friend को phone किया, इसने phone pick up नहीं किया, वो मुझसे प्यार नहीं करती, whole day ruin हो गया. वो मुझे importance नहीं देती है, देखो उसके पास उसको दोस्त मिल गए हैं इसलिए वो मुझे भूल गई. हम लोग कितना कुछ conclusion बनाते, and the whole day gets ruined. Not just day, sometimes weeks get ruined in small thing. So if we stop this small habit, our life can become so beautiful, free of this emotional poison. Okay, how do we free ourselves? It is, it's a habit, right? The way we have created habit to make assumption, now we have to make a habit of not making assumptions. Okay, every time I want to make an assumption, I will think twice and I said, okay, let me ask question before making assumption. Let me ask. Gossiping, especially in our friends, how much karma, हम लोग कितना day in and day out meditate कर रहे हैं. और एक दोस्त ने फोन किया और मैं भर भर के गॉसिप कर दिया, कितना कर्मा मैंने डिलीट कर दिया, कितना कर्मा मैंने एनर्जी कर्मा कितना कुछ मैंने ड्रेन कर दिया फ्रेंड्स. सो only make friends who will lift you up. Don't make friends who are gossipers. Okay, does anybody has any question? So otherwise this is what so we will, the moment I feel like gossiping, I will stop myself and I will ask question. And it's the way I have created a negative habit of assuming, gossiping and all this thing, इसको हम लोग meditation से बंद कर रहे हैं, right? With listening to good thoughts. In the same way, when I continuously keep taking action over and over, on this, that I will ask question whenever there I want to feel like making assumption, ये भी आपका daily habit बन जाएगा. Okay, this is how we will make a new agreement that I will never make assumption. I will always ask. Thank you very much, everybody. Over to Nipa.
Yes, Didi. Thank you so much for your such insightful guidance for us. And I would like to welcome Tanmoida to share his experience now about meditation, how his life changed through this, and we will be very much grateful if you share your experience to us, Tanmoida.
Tanmoy, I am pinning you an experience. If you can come on the video, that would be great.
Am I viewable?
No, I cannot. We cannot see you, Tanmoy.
The camera. Oh, something went wrong, I think.
Okay, Tanmoy,
No.
it doesn't matter. You can just speak then.
2 seconds, Didi.
Okay.
Now?
Yes, then I will pin, wait, then I will pin Meenakshi then. Wait, I will pin you. Yes, Tanmoy, welcome. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Didi. It's actually today I would like to share a wonderful experience of my life recently. I achieved through the spiritual journey with you. Actually, it's a which which experience really brought a lot of positivity and eagerness to carry out more devotional activities for myself and others by doing meditation along with you in a group which we called always Shango. I learned from you. So yeah. Actually, I was struggling to find a job according to my wish after I quit my previous job, I think since May last year. And it was like more than 6 months. During these 6 months, I had a lot of frustration and challenge I faced. But I was motivated and didn't give up meditation, which I started with you, and believing on universe, of course, which is the supreme Godhead, and myself, and of course, I would say my wife and my spiritual master, of course. I would say you, Shanjuktadi, which both of you actually inspired and provide a lot of mental strength time by time to me, which helped me to relieve my frustration, to be honest. And thank you for that. But last couple of months, I worked hard. Like I did breath work almost every day by waking up 4:30 or even 5 in the morning. So yeah, so sometimes I could not go to the emptiness, but I had the belief that I'm trying my level best to reach out my target. So I also knew that it would actually, it's not like a magic or miracle which will come just by attending or just thinking that I'm doing meditation and something will come up suddenly, right? So uh, because in my life there was a lot of negative karmas or yeah, energy I felt after joining with you. So which needed to be yeah uh, go away, and through this breath work I have a lot of positive energy uh, to make me successful in my journey. So mm, yeah, so after having a lot of challenge and sacrifice and devotional activity, which is meditation with full of faith, motivation, dedication, and consciousness, and of course hard work beside the success. Hard work beside the success came finally. I really got a good job, and I started last week. I really wish to have your blessing to continue my current job with a lot of success and good work within the group, of course, with you, so that we can help each other spiritually, and also outside the group, however we can from our position. I really believe that by doing seva to others, yeah, we will get the ultimate satisfaction among us, and the universe will help us to achieve our goal ultimately. This is my
Absolutely.
ultimate. This is my ultimate belief, at least after starting this spiritual journey. And even though I got the job, and in future, even though I achieve a lot of success, but I will continue my journey. I will try my level best, because I believe that if I help others, ultimately universe will help me. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Congratulations, Anandita's messaged. Congratulations, Tanmaya.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Nipa also, congratulations, Dada. Thanks for sharing space and inspiration for all of us. Yes.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
so I will also inspire you, and also will not suggesting you, but give you a lot of yeah inspiration that please do your work, and with lot of devotion, and work hard beside, then the success will come automatically. So the believeness is the most important thing, and yeah, so and
Yes, yes. I'm so, this is what, Tanmoy is an example of really whatever I said, he followed. Woke up at 5 a.m. and breath work. He does not even believe what is happening. Sometimes he's frustrated. He feels like giving up also. I hear from his wife, but still he does not give up. So, like it's like a triangle happens between all three of us. His Meenakshi will inform that Didi, this is what he's doing. He's feeling a little demotivated. Then again, I have to motivate him.
yeah.
So, yeah, Meenakshi has also played a very important role, because
Yeah.
many things she would let me know so that I can understand you and guide you also in that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
After yeah, he's doing not only an important role.
Not he.
She's doing not only important role, but also yeah, very much yeah, very much yeah, motivating me all the time, and nowadays it's yeah, affecting me a lot. So I think she will carry out this job uh, until I die.
Yes, yes, sure,
It will
sure.
it will it will make my path very
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 focused.
very
Yeah.
focused and clear.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
and if you see friends, Tanmoy, even Apurva Di was about to share her experience. Apurva Di is also a person, even if she does not belong to this service group. In the service group, there is only Nipa and Tanmoy who are actively doing, and Momita has taken, because she's about to have a baby. Apurva Di is a person who I've heard from Ruchi, who is the mother of the student of hers from the school. She's always whoever she doesn't care. Whoever is in problem, you will see she will send that person for meditation. Lena was the first person. Apurvadi sent, right, Lena? And then she sent Ruchi.
Absolutely.
Yes. And see, because she does seva, she also is receiving a lot. She tells me I'm receiving so many benefits, and she tells me, but I think she does not get the time out to join. Today also she was about to join and share her experience. So when you are that's why I said don't think the seva is for somebody else or some organization. The moment you are doing seva, you become a very, very powerful magnet to transform your karma faster. Okay, do seva in so many ways. Only there are two people who messages and everything. It doesn't mean the other cannot do seva. You can do seva with sharing experiences. You can do seva with coordinating as well. One Sunday somebody coordinates, another Sunday somebody else coordinates, so that everybody gets the opportunity to do seva. Yeah. And on seva I'll take another day. It's such a beautiful topic. It really opens our lives. So thank you so much. Nipa, is there anything else I'm forgetting? No?
No, Didi. No, Didi.
Okay. So then we will get into meditation, huh? And today we will finish early. Let me put some music. And friends, not just seva, being in the Sangha is also so important, friends, Even see, at night, most of the time we have eaten. The time that I keep for meditation is a time when we have eaten, and it is a time which is free. Instead of, I know it is, sometimes it is not that I don't care. I'm not saying that you don't care about this everyday sangha meetings. I'm not being judgmental. Sometimes we are so depressed, sometimes we are so tired, sometimes we are so frustrated with life, sometimes we feel like so giving up with life that we don't feel like joining the meetings. Okay, friends, but if you really want to reap benefits like Tonmo and so many people are getting benefits, then being in the Sangha, being sincere, trying to attend meeting whenever possible. Not everybody gets an opportunity to meditate with the Sangha. For me, for years, see, I am into meditation since meditation and spirituality since 22, 23 years. I never got a sangha where every day I was handhold and I was made to meditate. Every day I was getting guidance. No, never. It was a very slow and very struggling process for me. जहाँ पे मुझे खुद से खुद बहुत कुछ सीखना पड़ा, क्योंकि मुझे गाइड करने के लिए कोई नहीं था डेली बेसिस पे. मेरे मेंटर्स थे, gurus and mentors थे, but they would come once or twice a month, and from there I have to take the inspiration and continue for the whole month, and I was excited to meet for the next one. This was my life. Now things have become so easy. It is coming to your lap. It is coming to your laptop every evening. Just you have to plug in, join, meditate, and listen. This, if you can do, friends, you will see. I'm not saying magic. See, Tonmoy did not get magic. He got the benefit from his sincerity. Huh? So bring that sincerity in your life. I told you that if you have faith like fire, कि मुझे आज कुछ सब मिल जाएगा इसलिए मैं आज meditate करूंगी और फिर नहीं मिला तो सब छोड़ दूंगी, then you will not get the benefit. Faith should be like water, flow. Depressed feel कर रही, उठने का भी मन नहीं कर रहा है, तुमको नहीं लगता है मेरे साथ नहीं होता है? Because we so much of karmas हम लोग release करते हैं, कभी कभी it is too much, too stressful. एक time तो some years back it was so difficult for me, but still not giving up is the mantra, that no matter what, I will not give up. I will get up and again meditate today, even if I'm feeling depressed to the core. I will not give up. Okay? Let's meditate. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out through your heart. Can you hear me? Hope everybody can hear me.
Yes, yes.
Breathe in and out through your heart. Breathe in this beautiful flute music. As you breathe in and out through your heart, fill your heart with deep gratitude. Gratitude for even the smallest thing that we take for granted. And to the biggest thing, that is the divine, which is always there. Breathe in and out through your heart. And see how many things we take for granted. The love of our partners, our children, of our parents. If we have problems with them, understand that just by being alive, they are doing a lot of favor to us. Breathe in and out. Feel this gratitude in your heart. But even if you're having fights with your husband or your wife, at least they're alive to fight with you. But you have a children who is being a nuisance, at least they are there in your life. Many people in this world, they don't even have children, no matter how much they try. Be grateful. Open your heart with the feeling of this gratitude. Be grateful that you were not born as an orphan. You know who your parents are. You have received the love of your parents for a long time. Even if they're not alive now, but be grateful that they were there with you for so many years. And slowly merge into emptiness. Melt your body and merge into emptiness.
Didi, I can't hear you, Didi.
I said, please don't leave because we have another experience. Apurva, Nipa, you can introduce her and ask her. And we will hear the experience and we'll end the meeting with the last experience, that is Apurvadi's experience. Yes, Nipa?
Yeah, hello, Apurva Didi. Welcome, and please share your experience with us so that we can gain some knowledge and motivation from you.
Yes, are you there, Fuldi? Where is she? She wanted to share her experience today. Fuldi, sometimes she sleeps off during the meditation. Then we have to hear it next week. Lina, can you?
It also happens with
Kungu,
Ria.
Kungu, আমি আছি, I'm
আচ্ছা,
here,
আচ্ছা।
Kungu.
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay,
very
okay.
much here. Phone
Yes.
অনেক problem, a lot of issues in my phone actually.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been struggling, pin खोलते lock लग गया phone पे, and like, you know.
No
So,
problem, no problem. Yes, Didi.
how is everything?
All good. We are now waiting for your experience to hear your
I am ekdam fantastic. I'm doing very well. I have been benefited, and it's like, it may sound exaggerated, but it's very true. I just don't know from where to start. I like, I think I shared before, like I had some tough time.
Mm.
Yes. And I have seen so many deaths and many things, you know very well. I lost my daughter, my first child, my parents, so many
Mm.
deaths I've seen in front of my eyes. But, I'm
Mm.
gradually, I'm being able to overcome those traumas. I couldn't
Mm.
sleep. Those memories used to haunt me like anything, but I'm really, really like very much relaxed. And it took me a long time, lots of efforts to be regular and join your class. Actually, you tried a lot, but there were this and that other, some of the other things were coming. But now when I made it sure that no, I must join it at any cost, कुछ भी जो हो जाए session करते हैं. Once, twice, thrice I tried, and after that things automatically it came smoothly. I could join the sessions, I was benefited, and I could, overcome those, my anger issues, my depression, and
Mm.
mentally I feel very good nowadays. I just, in very simple language, I feel better, and it's like, and my physically also I'm improving, like, my health is supporting me better than before. That's
Fantastic.
But last few days we had some fete and all in my school, so I couldn't join. There were some activities going on, science exhibition, picnic, this, that. So, but really,
Yeah.
it's
I'm
very
so
true.
glad. I'm so
Mm.
glad. I was sharing everybody about the power of
Mhm.
service, and I was giving your example.
I also told so many people that, see, after seeing me, they also tried to join. I think 2, 3 of my friends approached you that they want to
Yes,
join your
yes,
classes.
yes, yes, yes. That's what I was giving the example of you that, before you joined, I already gave that. Tanmoy today he shared a beautiful example. I told Tanmoy, focus on meditation, focus on service, seva. These two things you will transform karma faster. And Apurvati, I don't even have to tell her. She's the person. Anybody is in problem, she will send them to me. She naturally does seva. And see, when people do seva na, they also get so much of benefit in their own life. Meditation along with seva, these two together, and not just that, sangha. There are some key points: meditation, sangha, seva, and reading books. Because reading books you guys are not doing, every day I'm sharing at least 10 minutes of some lecture which will get into your brain. तो थोड़ा बहुत तो आपका wisdom भी transform हो रहा है. So all these three together will really transform our lives faster, and her life is an example of that. Yeah, thank you so much, Huldi. I'm so glad for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you too.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, Nipa, you can end today's session now. We are done. So, Nipa, how do you want to end? It's up to you.
Yeah, it's a very
Just
like
you.
so much experience I have gone through. Like it's so inspiring. Like Tanmayda's experience and Apurva's experience. It's so much me learning from their experience. I learned so much. So it was a very nice session for me today. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Yeah, and thank you, Nipa. Also, Nipa is also one of the person who does service. She was doing also without. Now she has got a role, but before that also she was posting in Facebook and everywhere. Meditate, meditate. You will see benefit in your life. The first benefit is the joy, inner joy that see
Yeah.
Apurva is sharing about. She was going
No,
through
I'm
so.
actually not that much good in speaking. Like I'm struggling to talk or express myself, but I try to share my experience and
See,
everything
this is
to
an
you guys.
experience that you are fighting and you're
Actually,
speaking.
sorry to interrupt.
No,
To be
no,
very
Didi.
precise, the thing is like I am not bothered by any other external factors now. The best thing is that nothing bothers me now.
Yeah,
Nothing. That is the thing. The strength
Yeah.
I
yeah,
have been acquiring after this.
Lovely, lovely. Fantastic. This is the first benefit. Then material, see, material is a thing, it will naturally come. Even if you don't think about it, it will naturally come. But the real benefit is about the mind, right? आपको दुनिया में कुछ भी मिल जाए, अगर आपका mind शांत ना हो, तो it will affect. It will create so much of chaos. And even after meditating, also sometimes we might drop. Okay. It's not that it might not drop you because of past lives karma. Sometimes again, anxiety and depression may come. Even people who are meditating might also feel depressed again back. Don't give up. Continue with the sangha, continue with meditation, continue with reading books and doing seva. You will see, you will again pick up because cleansing हो रहा है तो उसको ज्यादा ध्यान मत दो मैं सफर क्यों कर रही हूँ डिप्रेस क्यों फील कर रही हूँ एंजाइटी क्यों फील कर रही हूँ हो रहा है अचानक से निकल जाएगा कर्म तो then again you'll come back to your natural state. Okay, thank you very much. If nobody else does, anybody has question, otherwise we will say goodbye for tonight. Goodbye everybody.
Thank you,
goodbye,
Dee.
Didi.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank
Didi.
you, Lina. Bye bye. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye
Bye bye.
Anandita. Bye bye
Have a
Meenakshi
nice
Tanmay.
evening.
Bye bye Nipa. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Bye bye. Just